it's not as if he wasn't able to get himself into situations he would have with Euro. It was fumbly.
Yeah, that was, I think, the best way to put it. But I don't think I'm completely worried yet. I need
Certainly
to see this
no,
one, right?
no.
If I see him looking completely out of sorts on Jet, that would be bizarre to me. We'll see. On the attack will be Pacific. On the defense, it will be, of course, BBL. And already, it's pretty direct, and it's all on the site here. Okay, so far, the only one to really answer back for BBL was Kreven finding Alorante. Otherwise, Pacific have the keys to the castle. Should be looking up for that plant. Lovely kind of space take, pause, and then go for a little bit of a brawl afterwards, secure the site itself. More flash to be played with. But again,
Spot here.
that's actually a big bit of info. He's not alone in this endeavor. He does have help, but they're swinging on him, man. There's no getting out of that. Pacific playing as 5 here. And a really good, clean, simple approach towards the B side.
But again, firing up. They're quiet to start to split for sure, but a couple of clutch kills from him. Ability to get himself in the thick of things for Pacific. I think you're right here, feeling now pretty confident about themselves.
Overall, bigger picture, I know you're obviously going to be a little bit like, you know, not sour about the loss, but you've got to feel like you had a real shot in that one. It was on a couple of rounds here and there. It took some mad moments. I said like, oh, 7 just like denying it by like a couple, like less than a second. This back and forth, absolutely brilliant. But now, can they stick the full landing? It was a lovely idea, but again, if you lose 2-0, it kind of gets lost in the weeds when you look back at the stage. Cned, I mean, you roll back the years. This was his playground. This was his bread and butter.
Stomping ground.
This was the one where the best anti-strat to anything was avoid him.
Yep.
That was the best
Find
thing
out
you
where he
could
is
do.
and go somewhere else.
I mean, Steel would tell you that one, and it did all right for him. God, he's still good with it. It told you, it's his playground, man. Look, again, they are only on pistols, so I can calm myself down, breathe, etc. But again, there is a reason he was good at this. Still got a nice little rhythm to it. Easy. Unlikely to do much about this, but a good confidence builder for Cned as well.
Go forward here, either find the kill or die. We'll get him one off the Blade Storm very early on here on Breeze. And it will be the kill. Number 4 for him.
Very much did. And this, again, simplistic approach worked really well in the initial pistol. Flash in, dash in. I mean, we're rolling back the years, but Cned, that's probably pretty happy for him. But Kreven gonna manage to punish off the reveal. Now Lovers from all swing. It's messy, but Rose again. I don't know how he's getting so many bodies to drop, and it is just a bloodbath over here. Cupid comes out alive and breathing, but now with no any teammates left alive around him. So, BBL managed to make it through that one.
Yeah, costly.
Very sad. Up we go.
BBO actually happy to tuck Lover's Rock pretty close up here. We noted here, at least suppressed. Now, can they figure out exactly where that is? Yes, they can. 7 and Ninja both finding kills here. Rock find the response. Cned struggling here.
Gun here.
God, this is just brutal between the two. Was struggling. Now no longer. Ninja gonna get the 3 out of that, and Pacific looked good, but also
Dash out here to try and pressure towards bottom mid.
it was pretty predictable now on the extremities. Kreven, you'd be lucky to get away with this. Yeah, it's absolutely not happening. After that flash and attention in middle, you kind of
Yeah.
going to be predicting that someone's making a push somewhere, and it's already been caught. So comfortable beginnings for Pacific, and as long as they can, you know, make sure they don't walk into a 4-man stack or 3-man stack, they should be fine here. But no real hurry. The BBL not seeing much of an activation yet for Lover's Rock. I think he's yet to get off the starting blocks either, which is a bit of a brutal beginning for him. It was a little quiet. He's already had a look through B main, so I think we know where the bulk of the approach is coming from on the A side now.
Got to start making moves here if he wants to have some impact with this rifle. It's only Rose spotted here
Get out of my way.
on the drone, but Blade Storm to come through here for Cned to pave the way for Pacific.
Yeah, they're all trying to get towards him though, and Ninja's going to find the rock. So numbers so far still looking good for Pacific until this moment here. Rose chipping away a bit, but look at the HP. 7 low, Ninja low, and Alorante sitting pretty safe here. And
planted.
they find a pressure point. Loiter looking. Pretty far in advance here, but well handled.
Really rough
Ninja.
play, yeah, Ninja.
I've got to say, he looks very comfortable here.
It's more in some of these comp changes. And not to come back to it, but Lover's Rock, slow map 1 for him, and yet to get on the board here
Toxin screen down.
as we enter round 6. But operator in hand for him. We'll start seeing some value from this investment. Pacific anticipating further aggression post timeout here. There's a number of times on map 1 a good read of both the finances and the intention of BBL.
So it's the wrong read either, necessarily. We can see it. I mean, mistimed slightly. The fact that Lover's Rock does get this deeper line for free now does allow that kind of commitment from Rose over towards A.
Allows Loiter to transition away as well, but again, Pacific's still very hesitant here, cautious. Loiter finally making moves this way. Probably going to time this perfectly on the... Actually, a good catch here from Rose. Can he convert? No, it's just damage for Hunter's Fury to try and slow things down.
30 seconds left.
I'm starting to run away from Pacific, though. No command going to be available now.
Yeah, they are actually starting to struggle here. This is going to be 20 seconds on an execute, but 7 again going to find Loiter. Lover's Rock's here. Kramer going to put his life on the line, and it's going to be just trying to get that spike on the site. 13 seconds. Even though you are in a, what, 2v3 technically. 8 seconds now. LaRock doing some serious work here. Cupid trying to find him not to be. BBL, they got close there. But the time kind of determining the outcome a little bit, forcing the hand from Pacific.
Even with an early read here from Rose on the Hunter's Fury and the Blade Storm.
This is much earlier for Lover's Rock, though. Okay, that time he didn't overextend either, just kind of holding where he was.
It hadn't actually been noted other than that round that Pacific aggressively take towards mid and pressure Rose off of... Well, actually jumping out of the smoke,
Yeah.
sorry. So pressure off the smoke. He committed into it, yeah.
Speaking of Rose, a little bit of a trade out potentially here. This hands out, so it will be seen. And they're going to know Ninjas there as well. In the meantime, that's a brilliant win, actually. Kreven finding Alorante kind of really gives you a good idea of what's happening on the map. I guess the unknown quantity being, I guess, 7 at this point. Everything else has been considered. And you're in a 5v3. And it feels like patience and discipline is the answer here for BBL, is sitting deeper. Yes, you'll allow Lover's Rock to go for maybe a bit of a start and then fall back to site. Not give too many biffs down middle.
I mean, they are giving this up already. I'll try and maybe...
Love a save.
Yeah, love a 40-second save in particular.
How's your day?
Yeah. Now, what's going on the map here?
Oh, let's get this.
Start drawing things.
30 seconds
Save
left.
right there.
Yeah, that's not a zoom, though. Got a
Oh,
zoom.
excuse me, you're right. Oh, we'll hit that up.
There you go.
That's a save. That's a
If
save.
you missed it, yeah.
I'll run it back for you. Do I have more tools? Oh, zoom circle. No,
I mean,
this is a
Pacific
risky move.
probably have to make a
10
decision
seconds
early
left.
on here now that BBL have found their responses. And that's more towards a traditional site take. And we don't necessarily have the benefit of some of these ultimates now being off kilter for them. Alarante's being the next, really.
Lover's Rock an adjustment on beginning.
Yeah, I mean, look at the pings here. These are tailor-made to finding Lover's Rock towards top mid. Spam into the smoke here from Lover's Rock will be noted here. So Pacific with an upper hand as such early on here.
Round 2 of the fight starts out. And he is committing on this one. Bold. Yeah, no, I think that was a little bit too far. Unnecessary to go for that.
Especially with support close by in the form of both Rose and LaRock. Be a little overzealous here, but the advantage carried across now for Pacific.
I guess the silver lining is LaRock's positioning.
Obscuring vision.
But if they continue going towards B, if they feel not enough resistance or they don't respect it, what does it matter? Alarante's just caught Rose looking through double doors. They're winning out in all these fights. And again, it's almost pulling BBL into these mid-round fights here, taking glances where they don't really need it. And it's once again giving Pacific this lovely opportunity to slowly
Recovering it.
chip away. Now,
LaRock is
unless
behind
LaRock
this
does
immediately.
something- Oh, that's rough, isn't it? That ain't pretty. Another chance
planted.
and another
Last
denial.
player standing.
Pacific winning out in every fight here. There's Kreven left in a 1v5.
Dead fool.
Well, I was going to say it would take a lot, but he's going to take the op and dip out there. Pacific able to convert this advantage on the back of Lover's Rock. Get so eager to find something with the operator.
Let's see what Lover's Rock does. I really don't want to see him overextend here. Unnecessary, trying to find those opening picks. 7 as it stands. We are seeing a focus on A.
Everyone will be tasked once more with holding down the fort here. He's a million miles ahead of the next player. Flash off the corner here. Going to be able to slow things down with the snake bite as well. 7 looking to just go right on through here.
Yeah, the only difference maker could have been Lover's Rock above that then, but now, and straight through!
Oh!
Kreven! Stunning shots there. Lover's Rock in unison. He's seen him. Bye-bye, Cupid. Nice try. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you tried. For an in-zone flawless and a brilliant bit of stopping power from Kreven there.
Brings it now within 1 round. Pacific look to roll the dice a little bit. Gamble their way into a site, but Kreven, good for the challenge. I mean, even with the support here from Lover's Rock on the Blade Storm. I love this.
You can't blame him. I don't even blame you for it. Then Cned fell. Oh.
Wow. If he starts just dry swinging
cool.
now,
That's cool. I take it all
crack on.
back. I take it all. Do you know what? That's on me. I wasn't familiar. I should have been after the Yoru run, but that was one shot. Maybe another. A little bit trickier at this point now. Got punished doing that before. Different angle, of course. This roaming pack of players looking to punish. But this time more disciplined from BBL. They're letting, I guess, Lover's Rock make a couple of moves here, but they've still got to really hold deep on these sites.
Well, Lover's Rock, unfortunately, has got right onto this angle early enough. He's going to catch, potentially. Oh, that's awkward though. 7 able to catch on the back of the drone.
Yeah, but do you expect Rose? Yeah, they're still doing it. They're going through these lovely motions. There's the flash I wanted in that previous
7,
round.
so
Beautiful.
good with these pops out of the smoke.
That
2
was-
back to back.
Spike planted.
Not done just yet though. LaRock nearly catching a spam.
Ooh, dear 7, man. He's on a heater here.
Well, now it makes it awkward.
This is a very tough defuse. Very tough. I mean, he's not made the wrong choices. He's actually made incredible choices. And he's going to try and stall him out. He wants half it. He's got to get to work, though. Ninja, the bounce, going to reveal. Oh, the bait on the barrel. Oh, it's a lovely shot, though. I don't think he'll make the difference.
Oh yeah, I've got it! I thought it popped!
Look at the time that was left!
Oh my god!
What in God's name is that?
That was absolutely outrageous from LaRock.
Oh. Just...
Calm as you like on one side.
Oh.
It looked as if that first ring had closed, but right back to it here. A pace change for Pacific.
Good stall, though. Really good stall. Ninja's trying to pop. Whoa! Oh, man,
Spike
what is
noted.
going on?
Spike noted on the other side as well. They know it's a fake now.
Confidence does something to this team, and it just scares the life out of me. You're not meant to be winning those 1v3s. You're not meant to be getting a 2-4 on discount like this.
I got the spike.
And Pacific were doing so well. What are you meant to do with this? 1 minute still to work with, but oh, it's uphill.
They've been looking to maybe slip through further on mid here, but again, with nobody making moves once more, they might just opt to hold on to these guns they have. Obviously, it being round 11. They have the TP to bring in. 7, just 2 away from a null command. The other side is only Loiter with a divide. You're absolutely right. It's BBL just again looking to flex on one of these rounds that they had no right to win.
No.
And then they stamp out this early aggression. so well with Lovers Rock finding a collapse. Just to decide the round.
Yeah, that's done. Wrap it up. Get ready for next. God, I actually feel a bit for Pacific in this because so many of these rounds are just X Factor rounds, aren't they? I mean,
yeah, BBL
jeez.
rounds.
Yeah, yeah. Dominic. Just wants to keep hold of this rifle, really. I think he will be able to at this point. But you got to work for these wins. Yeah, they've clawed this back after a dreary start. I mean, blooming heck. Yeah, we didn't even know there was a second.
It's so awkward as well because they're just creeping onto this angle. And Lovers Rock is it's punished here. Pace will continue here for Pacific though.
That's nice for Cned. Good catch on Krevin there. Lovers Rock still present. Potentially read this. Yeah, the Rock seems very aware, but man, he's got a lot on his plate, but he seems to handle it very well. His timing's right. First victim, but the shot's not there. A little bit of a mess on that one, not what he would have wanted. Rest of BBL getting closer though, hurting them forward. I don't know what Cupid thought. I don't think he had that space there. And now they're just getting surrounded. Yeah, that was just real nice from Rose as well. Divide there, he can speed up. And they close it with the advantage, 7-5. I didn't expect to see that scoreline after how this one started. It was 4-1. And I think we've got a little bit of a treat coming up for you in just a second. We're going to be hearing what BBL learned from Santiago.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
I guess a little bit of diversity in terms of the teams they played against.
America's had their number.
What's important is that they come back here and they're able to reset back to the sort of confidence they had at kickoff. The approach to the game that was a fresh breath of air, to be honest,
it was.
The region in general.
It's because we kind of asked the same question towards the likes of Mates as well, right? Can they keep that sort of bravado
hang on, though,
up?
Rose might be caught with a spike here. He's got to be really careful.
It's a bit dangerous. I'm just keeping my eye on that.
How is he getting out?
He's a lucky boy. And Cupid is not having any of that luck, really. He doesn't want to entertain that. Bounding forward. And yeah, what were we hoping for there? A little bit cavalier about it all, but Plant's in play.
It's not a full open plant, though, for mid. There's going to be a corner stuck behind this. The Loiter. Yeah, I was just saying, Krevin now going to come back in. Loiter on his own now.
Yeah, this is brutal. 2 kills for Loiter throughout this first half. It's not been a good start for him. He's got a lot to deal with and not a lot of time. Oh, he's actually ring a rosy. Hold on. Okay, there we are. Pacific using the numbers well. Going to get on the defuse and get the first in the second half.
3 Bulldogs, a Guardian on the side of Pacific. Did they get caught off guard here? They did have a very solid understanding of the buy previously on Split.
Valorant just called something out. I think he knows very much that they are coming this way. And they've given up the site here. Now, do they pre-take or do they respect it? Dart goes in, doesn't give him too much.
Spike planted.
So for now, they've let that one kind of fall away. But this post-bomb becomes a little bit difficult to a degree, right? Stingers, Sheriffs can do a bit more work in this. Trying to play in Lovers Rock. How much can he get here? He'd need a bit of help from Krevin. And well, Krevin's fallen. Oh, it's gorgeous from Lovers Rock, though. Big upgrade, but 11 HP. There's the trade out. Needs the rest of the boys now to come into the equation. He's trying to be tricky with it, but Cned catches it. Flash there. BBL, can you keep control of this? Pretty deep off site now. Gets tricky. Gonna need to get that shock dart going. Gonna need to try to die, and they do! BBL making something out of nothing, and Cned running out of time, running out of options. He's gonna try and he's gonna try and it doesn't matter. They've done it again, BBL. Turning it on its head.
Well, definitely caught off guard by this purchase. Alorante with the early info, but BBL able to actually stick the landing here. Lovers Rock with 2 crucial kills. When the catch from Cned is a blessing here, but
Last player stand.
the spam just landing right inside this smoke. Massive here in terms of tempo. Probably built around Lovers Rock and his early progress already towards the Blade Storm. Loiter just one away from the divide as well.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I was looking at Lovers Rock, I'm like, oh, they could get those knives on early, but yeah, you're right. Loiter right there with him on this. On the other side, seeing a decent progress too. Ninja not a million miles off. BBL need to show a little bit of caution here. You don't want to be going into a stack. Going to invest for this. Loiter. outside to catch a couple. That's going to be the ult ready to go if necessary.
My ult's
That's
ready.
very early.
Right there.
There should be 2 more players considered. Now a third spotted though. It's where it gets dangerous. Rose is a bit vulnerable here. Could be chased down again. This guy, he's
So
so
slippery,
lucky. I don't
man.
know how he's living. And by this though, you've got to turn tail and get towards that B site. You can see the Pacific are desperate to try and hunt them down, but as it stands, all good here. It didn't feel that safe, but they keep full standing.
What would have been a bonus a little later on, but
Yeah. Well, there's that divide. Oh, they've drawn everyone on this.
big impact with the knife as well, though.
Yeah, Valorant, oh, the timing on the jump up just a little bit unfortunate almost. Seven trying to get here fast. The paranoia good though, gonna catch Kreven at the very least. They know about Moita, they do now. Rings the bell as Cupid falls 4v3, and yeah, the drop on that, the timing just on the money. I've seen it, Ninja.
Yeah, he was looking for that shot through the wall there.
Oh God, Cned. Might you be just happy to keep it?
No. Yes.
Need a little sign. Ooh. All good. All good, but not good for Pacific, really. This is a bit of a tough one, right? It's
Yeah, I
gonna
mean, 'cause
take stock of things.
look at what's left here. Cned hasn't been able to get the Blade Storm, so he can't really cycle a weapon across. It's going to throw them off kilter now in terms of the buy and potentially give
They're
them a
going hunting.
weird decision to make. I mean, if they hold on to this here,
Yeah.
BBO are double digits now.
Yeah. What was saved? Maybe get Ninja's ult online, maybe get something else to support it, but BBL, wind in sail. I should indicate this could be pretty pacey. 3-2 split coming their way. Stunner from Seven. Cupid needs one, doesn't get it. Kreven there just bulldozes forward, but Seven's holding the line. He's done enough to deny them. Catch him mid and the spot in mid, but oh, that was ambitious, Cned. The Rocks put you to bed on that one. This would be a 2v4 they'd convert, if they do.
Yeah, I mean, Loiter's going to play spoiler on this. Rose will get potentially an open plant, but he's still a little cautious.
Yeah, he's taken the long way. And with that time, that internal sort of monologue to yourself is starting to have that question of where are they going. Loiter. I mean, yeah, okay. About 3 too many there for him to handle. And Rose's opportunities are very slim. Hard to manipulate this with 3 players. You'd need one of them to make a mistake, give a chance open to you. He's been pretty clutch though. 1v3 is really tough. Especially when you've got 7 alive ninjas there. Alorante, infamously mechanically gifted. You can see the concern on Rose there. He doesn't know how far they've progressed with that. Already Dark coming in, allowing him to reposition.
Yeah, I mean, clearing back through main here could allow Rose an opportunity. I mean, he's just going to tuck in. Not going to look to catch anybody here. So I have util to work with, but it's going to be awkward here in a 1v3.
Well, that's not all she wrote. But now he's off the angle. Tough to deal with. Trying to toy with expectation. Can't get past all 3.
Lifeline for Pacific
massively so.
In terms of the bigger picture here.
Still 2 players here, 3 players here for Pacific. This is wild. That was Rock. You're about to get a lot on the play here. It's Messi, LaRock with 2. Seven answering back in kind. Quick prayers, quick swing. He is still fighting. But it's a 3v2. The numbers are still there for BBL. They're on the site. They're looking for the plant, and Kreven looking to catch Cupid. Spots him down toward middle. Loiter gonna even catch a glimpse of Valorante on 10 HP. And they've just taken the time to hunt him down. But Cupid, it's an uphill struggle. Rose was in a similar position before, and I think it might be curtains on that one, just see if he can keep the op.
You see, I mean, Valorante down at 350, Cned at 600. They're still in a weird spot in terms of the finances. BBL able to explode back into double doors. Seven shining in that situation. Once again, it's just not enough. Even able to stick the res, I believe, onto LaRock in that engagement. BBL finding 11 here.
It just feels like a war of attrition at this point, right?
Yeah,
When you get to 11,
I'm looking as well at
the
Kreven's potentially going to find a pit here in the next round. Got a Hunter's Fury, got a Blade Storm. Some big tools at their disposal. to get
11-7. The scoreline is the big factor here. Still with a purchase to play with Pacific. We go back in. Oh, instantaneous Hunter's Fury, and BBL gonna find two. It's Cned trying to make some magic happen. He's in the right place, but love as well. He's waiting. He's got his number down to a T. We've seen a TP like this before. Cancelled last time.
Oh no.
There we go. Okay. That's 3v2. I guess you got to pull out all the stops now, right?
We're gonna get an upgrade here for sure. I'm gonna opt to hold on to the rifle, maybe go for a Vandal instead. Rose will get the plant.
Deploying drone.
Pause for thought here. She showed
quick.
towards the drone here. Ninja's able to get ahead of it, but Loiter to shut that down. Just Cupid now in a 1v3.
Yeah, and isolated by the fragment. They couldn't really build together. It's 12 rounds. And the war of attrition looks to be potentially won here. Pacific, it's now back to the wall sort of stuff. This is very difficult. The buy is not going to be brilliant.
Funky as hell now.
Yeah. Oh, they've got a couple of ults, though, so maybe they could do something with that.
Valorant does have a pit, 7, an old command, Cned with a Blade Storm, so certainly hit his stride here in map 2.
That's the early note on the Blade Storm as well. Cned going to be seen, and I think 7 noted at the same time, so that might give away a bit of the idea. Lovers Rock, though, slow progress, steady. Be careful around that corner. Much slower round now. There's question marks across the map, causing Ninja to go and have a little bit of a look down middle. We're just trying to set some of these players up, set up Cned to get a bit of something going. Oh, the timing here is going to be pretty tough. That is 3 players in mid, up against 2. Cned over the wall, it's not good!
What?
The judge, that's what's going to do it. A judge and a sheriff are the key components in taking down BBL in this round.
Got to fight to get the spike back now. Rose and Lovers Rock a little disconnected from this. Gonna take a miracle to dig it out of this spot. Still looking
Maybe
for Cned.
gets 2. You're on for the angle.
30 seconds left.
Okay, Lovers Rock, 1v3 with an op. Just don't line up. There we go. Pacific, even with less, making it count. Up to 8. Do it again.
I mean, you got yeah.
Ops. Okay, early knife. Not going to be too much of a problem yet. We're going to note 2 close by. So going to leave Lovers Rock on his own. Actually, going to have the owl drone, yeah, so they might be committing through. No, going to back away. A little bit of work done by Creven here in middle. And they're going roaming over towards elbow.
Right here.
I think Lovers Rock going to try and play spoiler on this pit. Maybe catch a rotation on the other side of this. If BBL can find a kill, find a point of weakness here towards this B side hold. 7 and
Yeah, they're both reading it.
Postured up here.
Right here.
Well, Rose reading the situation very well, going to flash out.
Oh, it is outrageously good for LaRock there.
Spoiler on the pit, Lovers Rock.
Yeah, it's got to be Cned to try and stop the flood. Good connection on the first, going to need a couple more, but you're right, it's Lovers Rock on spoiler, catching him in the heels. Leaving Cned and Cupid in a world of trouble.
They got a ton of space to rotate away from this as well. Now going to put LaRock in a position to play spoiler elsewhere.
It's a nasty push and pull game, this one now.
Cupid has to go huge here, and you want to get him ahead of this plant. Ideally, but Lovers Rock going to spot him.
And just the pit to allow the cross. He is going to have to work through his dinner. 13 seconds. They need to get the plant down, but again, Cupid, I don't know what you're meant to do here. There's so much to handle. Lovers Rock tipping the scales so heavily in their side, and Cned, nothing to do but die. BBL, 13-8, a 2-0 affair. But Mike, this was a competitive game.
It certainly was. A big positive here